Hello, trading is closed on August 27th, 2018. My last call said all the market had to do to continue the rally was to gap over these highs, and that's what it did. Same thing is true for tomorrow because we gapped up, couldn't close over this high. So all we have to do to continue the rally is to take this high out early, ideally by gapping up over it. Tomorrow's pattern, I believe, is the one with the early low and the late high. Tends to rally throughout the day, close near the high. If it is a down day, tends to drop early, typically in the first 1 to 2 hours. The MEJT system didn't have much to say, just marked that rally, and this drop is bound to retrace. So what? Even if you knew exactly where, you couldn't make any real money. Well, how about the long-term picture? I've been getting emails from all kinds of services telling me how they predicted way back in February that in August the market was going to hit new highs. Now, there certainly were people who predicted way back then that new highs were coming, but they're not the same people who want me to subscribe to their services and pay them good money. And I kind of give advice every night, and the one bit of advice I'm going to give here is if someone touts his prediction after the fact and said nothing before the fact, save your money. Don't subscribe to him. Well, I was not one of the ones who called it. I thought the January high was going to stick around, and I had it as a stop loss on any short position. We're now about 1% higher. 1% doesn't sound like much, but it's higher than I thought we'd be. So what's the long-term picture look like now? Well, I'm not going to call a high, but I will tell you there are signs of frothiness, and if we do decline, which I'm not predicting, I can explain it again after the fact. Here are put-to-call ratios. This is the total put-to-call ratio. This is all equities. You can see no one's interested in the short side. Option players are only wanting to buy calls. This is the DeMark count. This didn't work, but tomorrow, unless we close under Friday's close, we're going to get bar 9 of a 913.9 sequential and combo sell signal. 913.9 signals, when they work, are typical of extreme overextended conditions, and they tend to work great. And as I say, that should trigger tomorrow. But at this point, I'm not willing to risk any money in betting whether or not it is going to work. And finally, we're in a channel. It's possible to count wave C if this is the end as a fib ratio of wave A. It's even possible to count this as an ending diagonal triangle, ending right there. So once again, if we do drop from here, I can explain it, but that doesn't make anybody any money. Right now, I'm just going to say all we have to do to continue the rally is to take this out early, ideally by gapping under it, and the market pattern tomorrow should have an early low, late high, tends to be a positive day. If we do drop early, with a big drop, just be aware that we're very overextended according to a number of indicators. And that's today's call.